Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hello, everyone. Welcome to So Scentamental. My name is Sinitra, and I'm so glad to have you here with me today. If this is your first time tuning in, I so much would appreciate it if you would hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and join me on this fragrance journey that I've embarked upon, and also this YouTube journey. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support, and let's continue to make this journey a great one. First off, today I want to kind of revisit the Declassifieds. I did do some wear tests on the Salted Sage and on the Jasmine Desire. If I can get it to Jasmine Desire. Alright, so this one was based off of J'adore by Dior, and the other one is off of Jo Malone's Wood Sage and Sea Salt. I did do wear tests on both of them. I did like them both. One thing I will say about the Declassified brands is that I kind of like it, and I don't like that you have to spray quite a bit, but because I do like to overspray, so it doesn't bother me. But saying that, when you do spray a lot, it does build up kind of slowly, so it's not like overwhelming with the scent when you do it. They do last probably about 4 hours on your skin. On your clothes, it probably lasts a little bit longer. I did really much enjoy the Jasmine Desire because I do really want this scent, this Dior scent. The Wood Sage and Sea Salt, like I said, is more of something that I will just wear around the house. It's not really my vibe in terms of wearing it outside the house. But I do enjoy it. So next, I want to just kind of go over a scent story. So scent stories are what I kind of want to incorporate into all of my videos because I'm just had so many of them, and it's one of the reasons that I ended up naming this channel So Scentamental. So I don't know if you're like me, but usually when I go out, which I do frequently, and just go like to Ulta, Sephora, different places, Macy's, and just try to sniff different scents and just kind of get my nose on stuff to kind of develop my scents for different notes in fragrances. It's kind of like just making my wish list out and putting things on my list that I know I might want to get eventually one day. I like to blind buy. Blind buying is kind of addictive, but blind buying for me is also kind of a challenge. I like to use with that knowledge I get from going out to sniff these things to see if I can find a scent that's gonna fit what I might like, and it kind of lets me know that I'm on the right track with developing my nose to what I know I'm gonna like in a scent, and also challenging myself to try different things so I can kind of develop a nose and a sense of appreciation for scents that I usually wouldn't go for. But anyhow, I said all that to say that scent stories are something that I want to incorporate into this channel. And so I'm just going to start with the reason why that I ended up naming this channel So Scentamental. And it's just because I keep going out to go sniff and go look at different perfumes or different places where I'm confined perfumes. And I ended up meeting people who are kind of on this journey like I am in one way or another. They might not be as deep into it as I am, but they're still out looking for a different fragrance or whatever, if that makes sense. While I've been out on these different journeys and going these different places, I always seem to meet at least one person that I end up having a conversation with about fragrance. And if it's not, and it might turn into another conversation with something besides fragrance, but there's always somebody I have a stranger that I have a nice conversation with about fragrance. And I think that's just something, there's something nice about that, and it makes this fragrance journey special for me. Those interactions with people make me feel good about the state of this country and stuff, because there's so much, in my opinion, so much hate going on. There's so much selfishness going on. There's so much in this country, in particular right now, that just makes life hard. And something that brings somebody together, even over something as simple as a fragrance, I think that's just nice. And I think that's just really special, in other words. So this one particular day, my scent story for today is one particular day I was at Burlington. I was just looking at different scents because they are good at having the Middle Eastern scents in there. And I was looking at, I saw a container, a pretty fancy box. It was a big box, and it ended up being Lattafa's Sehr, Sehr. And me and another girl were talking about it, different fragrances, and we both spotted it around the same time. And she was looking at it, and her friend, her guy friend, was there with her, and they decided to go to the counter to see if they would open it up to let them see if they wanted to, if they could smell it, so if they wanted to buy it. So I followed because I wanted to see what it smelled like too. You know me, I want to smell everything. So we went up to the desk, and they opened it up and was letting them smell it, and her guy friend just didn't hesitate. He just grabbed it, and it's it's kind of a fancy looking bottle. It's a cylinder looking bottle. I should have brought it in here but anyway, it's a long type bottle with a fancy looking dragon like head on the top of it. But he just took that thing and just started spraying it everywhere. I'm like, oh, that smells really good. It smells more like for a man, but I need to come back in here one day and I'll see if I can find it for my husband. And she's like, oh, no, girl, here. And she put it in, she just wrapped everything up and threw it in my arms and told her boyfriend to go. He went to go get the other one, and they were going to buy the other one, and she bought both of them for us. And I'm like, that is just so special. That is just so sweet. That's just a pass it on moment. And I just like, that kind of story like that is one of the reasons why I named this channel So Scentamental. You just don't find nice people, nice things happening like that all the time anymore. And the more I come across it, the more I appreciate it. And this journey is what helped me become more not acceptable, but more, help me to see and to receive that more often, if that makes sense. So that's the main reason I decided to name this channel So Scentamental. So that's just my scent story for the day. Do you have any scent stories? Have you been out and about trying to find something and got into a discussion with somebody about different perfumes or fragrances? Let me know in the comments. I would really love to hear about it. And also, while you're at it, tell me what your scent of the day is, okay? So next we're going to go over one of my Christmas gifts. And, well, two of them. We'll go over two of them today. I'm not going to go over them all of them at one time, and I'm not going to be busting them all out just like that. But anyway, we're going to start with my purple babies, and the first one is 9 p.m. Pour Femme. This is by Afnan. So, this is how the bottle looks on the inside. It's a nice big bottle. So a lot of these bottles are in this brand. Like I said before in my other video, I do want to kind of collect all of these. I think they've got a good reputation. Some of them are more, to me, they can kind of gear more towards the man, but they're unisex scents mostly. But I think this one is, from what I smelled of it when I was in a beauty shop, not a beauty shop, there was a beauty supply store that I was able to get a little bit of whiff of this before I decided to buy it. However, they didn't have any strips out that I could spray it on, so I had to kind of like spray it in the air and kind of go like this to see if I could smell anything. And I did kind of like the scent that it, that it put off at first, so that's why I decided to go ahead and get it. But this is called 9 p.m. Pour Femme. It was launched in 2022. It has top notes of raspberry, violet, apple, and orange. We're going to go ahead and spray it out on a little strip here. All right, I'm going to let that sit for a minute. So top notes are raspberry, violet, apple, and orange. The mid notes are rose, iris, peony, and jasmine. And the base notes are coming down to pine, cypress, amber, and cedar. So it's all a woody type base. So we'll see how that goes. So right off I'm getting the apple and the raspberry. A little bit of that citrus note from the orange also. And it does smell good. I like the spray out of this. I like the initial, what I'm getting initially. I like what I'm smelling. The mid is supposed to be rose, iris, peony, and jasmine. So a very, very flowery type mid. And I'm getting a lot of the peony and jasmine right off the bat. So we're going to set this to the side and see how it dries down. I'm going to spray, let me put a little bit of lotion on my arm. I'm just going to be using the EOS fragrance-free body lotion, just so the fragrance will have something to stick on my arm when I spray it. Alright, so we're going to spray just a little bit over here on the top part. And we'll see how that does. And we'll let that sit over there. Next, we're going to go into Date Night, which was my pretty baby from the first one. And this one is by Maison Asrar. Maison Asrar, Date Night. Alright, so this is part of the Jewels collection. I didn't even realize that the first time. There's a Jewels collection. I need to see what other scents are in this line. But right off the bat, this is the prettiest bottle. It's one of the reasons I wanted it, because it was purple. But I like the chain on it. I just like the way that it came, the way it looked in the box. It was just really, really, really cool. But anyway, this is the bottle. And it's called Date Night. Look at that bottle. I just love the ombre from that dark purple down to the bottom, with the light purple and the gold bottom, the gold chain, the gold top. This is just the prettiest bottle to me. It is so pretty. So anyhow, this came out this year, and I didn't hear, I mean, with all the different purchases I made this year of all the different Middle Eastern fragrances, I didn't hear anything about this. I just happened to see this on the Aroma Concepts website, and I thought it was a pretty bottle. And I think I might have saw one person. Did I see somebody? Maybe a Rahi? I might have saw a Rahi say something about this. I got to go back and look at her channel. But a Rahi Roll, y'all, she's a YouTuber. She's very entertaining, and she knows a lot about her scents. And she does, if you want to learn anything, she's a good one to go to. But anyhow, we're going to spray this out on my arm over here real quick and let it be settling down. But it came out this year, and it's got top notes of black currant, mango, and orange blossom. And I'm going to spray some on a strip. Alright, so top notes, black currant, mango, and orange blossom. I get that right off the bat. The mango, the black currant, and that citrus note from the orange blossom. And the mango, black currant. All of it's citrusy. It's a citrusy scent. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting citrusy. The middle is raspberry, sandalwood, and lily of the valley. And the base is going to dry down to ambergris, marshmallow, and musk. So that smells really, really good. I do have a strip over here where I already had sprayed on this one to smell the dry down. And I get mostly the marshmallow, a little bit of the amber. I do get musk, but I mostly get marshmallow smell in this. So I do like that a lot. Let me see what the dry down is starting to do over here for this 9 p.m. While we're still waiting for it to dry down on my arm. Alright, so I'm mostly getting like a, maybe that pine and cedar type note on the strip. That's mostly what I'm smelling. And so we'll see how that dries down. Um, and while we're doing that, we're waiting on that to dry down on my arm. I just want to quickly go over kind of another scent story. I was out with a friend the other night, and we had met up with them after my Christmas party for my job, and we went to give her, she went to give her gift, which was the Bath and Body Works. She gave her a candle, and she gave her Moonlit Goddess the shower gel, and I believe the lotion. So I already had Moonlit Goddess, of course, and I had knew it smelled good, but I haven't really worn it since I bought it. And for some reason, the other day, when she was wearing it, for some reason it hit me. I'm like, Moonlit Goddess, this has got to be a dupe for Burberry Goddess. I don't know why it didn't really, sometimes you just know stuff, but you don't really realize you know it. But anyhow, I really smelled it really strong when she put it on. She was rubbing the lotion on. I'm like, that smells so freaking good. I said, but it smells more like, I said, nah. I came home though, and I put it on, and truly, Moonlit Goddess to me, it does smell similar to Burberry Goddess, but just like Angam, which is the inspired by Lattafa version of Burberry Goddess, it smells more like this. Moonlit Goddess smells more like Angam than Burberry Goddess to me. Have y'all had, do any of y'all have Angam and Moonlit Goddess? What is your take on it? Have you tried them together? I don't, like I said, I don't have the original Burberry Goddess. It wasn't one that I actually wanted to buy. I do have the new Burberry Goddess Parfum, but it has a raspberry note in it, so it won't be a direct comparison. So just let me know. What do you think? Have you tried them together? I did wear them together tonight. That particular night too. When I came home and took my shower, I put it on. Smelled so good. But to me, Moonlit Goddess smells more like Ingham than Burberry Goddess. Let me know what you think in the comments, okay? So let's see what we're doing here. So right off, when I saw the base notes for the 9 p.m., I was kind of scared because my skin, I have already noticed when it has a woody note in the base, my skin really picks up on those woody notes. That's why all fragrances are kind of subjective on what works better on certain people. My skin, I have determined, picks up woody notes really well and sweet notes really well. Some fruity notes, which is what I really like to smell like anyway. It will do some fruit, but usually if it's a real sweet note, like marshmallow or sugar, brown sugar, any kind of real sweet type note is going to come out really strong on me, and so will the woody notes. I don't understand that difference, but they do. So on me, it lightweight's giving that burnt smell that I don't like, that I hate. It's not very bad, but I can tell if I sprayed it real heavy, it would pull up really strong on me. So I'm going to have to mix something. Actually, let me try this real quick. This is the J'adore by the Jasmine Desire. I'm going to see how that smells with it. Just to see. Alright, so, ooh, that's so strong in the air. Let me get my coffee. Clean my nose palette. Alright, clear it out. The date night, I love this date night. I love this scent. I'm not sure what it is I really love about it. It's tropical, powdery, fruity, calming. The flowers are not overwhelming in it. I like this note. I like this note a lot. I like this perfume quite a bit. I like it a lot. I get all the notes pick up well on my skin. Nothing's overwhelming anything else, which is what I like also. This was a very good, very, very good pick for me. I'm so happy because I love the bottle. I would have bought it anyway for the bottle probably anyway. But I'm going to probably use this up really quick. It's going to be one that I'm going to use, get a good dent in it soon. But I like that. So, like I said, it's a fruity, tropical, powdery, almost, it's just a calming scent for me. And I'm picking up the marshmallow quite a bit on my skin. The sweets, like I said, my skin picks up the sweet stuff really, 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 really strong. So, so one of them, let me see how that jasmine's doing. See, I don't know what it did, but that jasmine desire, it broke up that woodiness. I like this combination a lot on my skin. So yes, I got something I can wear it with now, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else I can layer with these scents, play with them, have fun. And I think I'm going to have fun with these two quite a bit. I'm so glad my purple children are working out, because you know I love my purple. And I'm going to really have fun with these. So thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate you coming. Please like and subscribe and share me out. Come see me in the comments. Let's talk. Let's have communication. Let's continue these scent stories. I want y'all to be part of my scent stories as much as anybody else that I meet in the store. I want y'all to be my main scent stories. Tell me what's going on with you, what new scents you've come up with. Tell me what new scents you've been able to, that you've bought, or what combinations you've come up with, or what's your new scent of the day, or any combination, like I said. Thank you again for coming. I can't wait to see you again next time. Bye.